Assalamualaikum. Today I will talk about gathering information. The purpose of information gathering is to support the planning of your organization works to become more fully inclusive. It is important to look at available facts, as example, objective information, including demographic and best practice. It is also important to use the stockholder perspectives, like objective information, including the opinion of your client, potential client, staff, board members, donors, and others, regarding the works that you do and how you do it. The topics below will guide your thoughts in the information gathering process. First is do some preliminary research. Second, clarify your assignment. And the last is start serious research.
At the library, we can find the information because library have many different tools you can use to find the information you are looking for. But library cannot prepare the platform to consumer to connect everything at the library have the to what library offer. But here but at the library, we can prepare some tips to help you decide where you can search the information in the library. Okay, for example, information you can get in the library, you can use those like business books, like newspaper, periodical, and in these tools you can search with manual scale because it's prepared in the library. And when you want to use the statistic research, technology database, directories, and government publication, it's easy when you use by the internet. Okay, the next point is information on the internet. Many people today have grown up being able to do other things, and it's nothing impossible to do anything. And what makes possible today is what we call the internet. Internet is the world website to connected others network. This network consists of millions of computer servers and printer. You can think of the internet like the telephone network or the interstate highway system. You may have even hear people refer to the internet as the information super highway. The network that make up the internet may be owned and maintained by different companies, but message and data move across all often without regard to ownership because they all use the same protocol or language to communicate. Okay, for example of the information on the internet is internet, public library, company website, and the last news release site.
In gathering information, you need to evaluate and selecting sources. For first point is honesty and reliability. So for the data itself, it have to be dependable, trustworthy, unfailing, sure, authentic, and reportable. So for the next point is potential bias. For example, is the information presented in the sources is objective, unbiased, or subjective, is biased. So the next one is the purpose of the material. What is the purpose? Maybe the purpose to provide information, to persuade or advocate, to entertain, to sell a product. So the next point is the author. Who is the author? It is a person or it is an organization such as government agencies, non-profit organization, or a corporations. So the next one is data collection method. There are a few data collection method that can be used, such as survey, interview, focus group, observation, and also document review. So the next point is independent verifications. Whether the information is supported by the evidence that can be verified independently of the sources. So the next one is timeless. when the information is published. For books or article, maybe you can easily find the verification or publication date. But for a website, try to determine the date the web page was created or updated. So the next point is completeness. If you take a make sure that the sources itself is complete. Make sure the sources that we gather is complete, so it be easier for us to gathering the information. So the last point is logic and good sense. Make sure the sources itself is logic and good sense that can be easily understood by others.
The next point is presenting the information. In this point, we need to care about 3 points, which is direct quoting, analyzing the data, and paraphrasing. First is direct quoting. In this direct quoting, when you are presenting the information, you have to enhance the argument when you are presenting the information. Then you have to preserve the original text. Next is paraphrasing. In this paraphrasing, we need to enhance the understanding that when we are gather the information. So we need to know about the information detail. The next is analyzing the data. For this point, we need to analyze the data which is from the median or correlation and present to the audience.
At the end of the writing process of the business proposal and business project is about interpreting the finding. What is the finding? Finding is a piece of information discovered by during a research of a problem, situation, and also the object. So in this segment, there might have a 2 element, which is a conclusion and recommendation. What is the conclusion? The conclusion is about the summary at the whole data, which remind the reader to know the purpose of the study. And then also the conclusion is to help the reader to understand why the research would matter to do a research after they have finished read the paper. And then we go to recommendation. What is the recommendation? Recommendation is about the address limitation, suggest how they might be overcome at the future work.
For now, we'll continue about the report in business in the title of on how you adapting your report to your audience. Okay, there is 2 ways in convey your reports towards your audience. For the first one is in written report, and the second one is an oral report. For the first one, which is written report, you may write the report in a very detailed way, complete with information, so that our audience will get more satisfied with our performance result. And the second is, in written report, you need to include the future reference to make our audience more believe to us. For the second, in adapting your report, you can use in oral report that provide your immediate feedback from your audience, from your listener. Let's say if you convey something that make them questioning, so that they will ask you immediately. In this oral report, you use non-verbal communication, and it's very crucial for you to use another communication, just like in 2 ways communication, just like your body language, your gesture, your position, how you're standing, or your eye contact between you and your audience.
Hi, today I would like to talk about the advantages of electronic report. Electronic report management system now gaining lots of popularity because of its characteristic of providing authenticity, reliability, integrity, and also usability. By using an electronic report system, it actually gives a lot of advantages, especially to the business. First and foremost, an electronic report helps the business to save a lot in terms of cost and space. there's less likely for the business to keep buying supplies of papers to print all those reports. It is not only limited to paper supplies, but also other office supplies like printer ink, file, and etc. If there is no printed document needed, therefore, the need for storage space will less likely to happen. There's no need for the business to prepare a space or buying all those furniture needed for the purpose of storing those printed reports. Secondly, I would like to emphasize on how electronic report give advantages to the business in terms of faster distribution of the information. An electronic report help the business with its efficient way to send the reports immediately over the system. So the top management can actually review the report and give the feedback at timely manner. This creates a culture of immediate reporting with its steadfast reporting process. And thirdly, I would like to talk about the multimedia features. The multimedia, as we all know, are integrated and the information can be represented digitally over electronic device. And with the multimedia features, it actually help the reporting system to be done easily with all those features to ease the process of reporting. From example, it's text formatting option, file attachment, and etc. And last but not least, the ease of maintenance give an advantage to the electronic report than the manual report. By having a normal system control over the access and security support, the maintenance of the authenticity, reliability, and usability of the information. Therefore, it could be appropriately documented to ease the interoperability which require the functionality of the system. The system itself could catch any error and any maintenance report that need to be done at the correct manner.
Next is disadvantages of electronic report. First is hardware and software cost. By using an electronic report, the company have to bear the cost of facilities such as computer, laptop to their workers to to prepare a report. Next is system incompatibility. For example, if you want to send a business report to your boss or colleague, sometimes it's can't because the system itself cannot support the document that you want to send. Next is training needs. Sometimes not everyone know how to use an electronic report, so the company have to give training for their workers to increase their skill by using an electronic report. Other than that, data security is also can be disadvantages of electronic report. Okay, for example, if you want to submit a business proposal to make a loan from bank by using an electronic report, okay, your data or information is not totally safe because of other parties can easily hack your account to get your data.
Okay, next I will explain about my slide, which is how to establish a good relationship with audience in your report. Okay, there are 6 points in my slide, which is the first one is use your attitude. Okay, your attitude is a style in your writing. Like you look at your reader's point of view, and you give them benefits or you emphasize on what they want to know. Like you appreciate your reader. Okay, I give you an example of the you attitude words. You should use you will receive your order on Friday, for example, instead of use we will ship or post your order today. Okay, that's the 2 different words. Okay, the second one is a positive tone. Okay, if you use a positive tone in your report, your writing is more likely to be well received. I mean, it is easy to accept. For example, like okay, these are the words that you should not use. Okay, your holiday is not approved until your manager clears it. The next sentence is the sentence that you should replace or you should use. Your holiday will be approved when your manager clears it. Okay, those are the different things. Is not and will be. Okay. Okay, the next one is establish your credibility. Okay. You can establish your credibility by show your knowledge about the topic to the reader. Makes them feel that you are the expert of the topic. Okay. The number 4 is polite treatment. Okay. Whenever you write your writing, you have to make sure that your words or sentence have to be free from a harsh word. It means have to be polite. Okay, because you as um you as a writer, you have to make sure, or you have to take care of your reader's feelings. Next is a bias-free language. Bias-free language is like, it's a must. It's a compulsory to be put in your report or writing, because you should avoid, because it's important to avoid the discriminate. Otherwise, you have to include all your reader in a fair and friendly manner. Okay, the sensitivities, the bias is something like a sensitivity about the people, race, age, their physical condition, etc. Okay, the last one is corporate image. Okay, if you write a report for your company, okay, you have to include the company's logo, the company's name, and the quality of advertising that are easily familiar to the reader, because these these fundamental show or build the relationship of a good corporate image of your company. So yeah, this is point of build good relationship with other. You should put in your report as well. That's all for me. Thank you.